Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I have a review for you, and this is a review that I've been meaning to do for a really long time, and now I've decided to film it because it's kind of now or never, because some of these products are empty now, which is good because obviously I've used them up and I can tell you exactly what I think about them, but we are moving and I don't want to bring them with me, so it's either I film this review now or it will never happen. So here we go. This is a hair product review and I'm going to be talking about Wen cleansing conditioners. I don't know how long it's been since I first heard about Wen. I watched QVC a lot, and I think that's where I first heard about it, way before they ever did infomercials. So it's been years. I want to say at least 10 years since I've watched Wen on QVC. I've seen the infomercials. I've heard all these crazy good things about Wen, and I've always wanted to try it, but I was always hesitant because it's very expensive, especially because if you watch any of his infomercials, the amount of product that he suggests you use is an insane amount, and the product themselves are already expensive, which I could understand because it's like kind of like a higher end product. Okay, fine, there's higher end shampoos and conditioners out there, whatever. But because you had to use so much of it, you went through it a lot faster, which made it even more expensive. Curiosity got the best of me, and I tried them out, and I first tried Wen this past December. I had a little teeny tiny bottle. It was half the size of this. I think it was 6 ounces of the pomegranate one, and this is the fig, and this is the lavender. So I've tried 3 different varieties. They're all supposed to be good for all hair types, but they have several different ones that are kind of more catered to certain hair types or needs. Like the lavender one is supposed to be the volumizing one. The fig one is supposed to be the really moisturizing one if you have really dry hair. But yeah, so I tried 3 different ones, and this one's completely empty. This one's almost done. I finished up the pomegranate one a long time ago, so I feel like I can give you guys my thoughts and opinions on these products, having tried them for a really long time. Firstly, if you don't know what a cleansing conditioner is, it's supposed to replace your shampoo and your conditioner. It's a conditioner that cleanses your hair, pretty much. It doesn't lather. There's no sulfates in here, I don't think. If there were, that would kind of defeat the purpose. But anyway, the idea of using a cleansing conditioner is that you're not stripping your hair of the natural oils, you're not drying it out too much because there's no like lathering agents in here, which is good, especially if you have color treated hair, if you have dry damaged hair, or you just don't want to overly dry out your hair, pretty much. A little bit about my hair type. I do have naturally wavy hair. I did curl it today, but I have naturally wavy hair. It's thick, it's a little bit coarse. I do get kind of oily in my scalp area, but I do wash my hair every other day. And I have been using this, like I said, since December, so it's been about 8, almost 9 months now that I've been using a cleansing conditioner. And Chaz Dean says that once you start using Wen, you never want to go back to any type of conventional shampoo, that you should never let lather touch your hair again, all that stuff. To be honest with you, I use this on a regular basis as like a replacement for my shampoo and conditioner, but I also like to use a clarifying shampoo every once in a while. Sometimes I just want that extra clean feeling, just to kind of strip my hair of any other product, any buildup or anything at all. So I like to use a clarifying shampoo, and the one I've been using is the Big Shampoo from Lush. I really like that a lot. It's really good, really gets your hair very clean. The way that I use this, he recommends using several pumps of this. If you watch the infomercial, I think he says 10 pumps per section of hair, which is insane, especially because you have this little tiny bottle. This is 16 ounces, cost you like, I think almost like $30 for this thing. It's insane. And he wants you to use how much of it? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, if I had followed the directions and I used as much as he suggested for long hair, like I have pretty long hair almost down to my butt, and it's thick, and if, like I said, if I had listened to him, I would be using at least 40 pumps of this in my hair every time I washed my hair, and that is insane. I'd probably go through this bottle within like 4 uses, and that's not happening. I don't have the money for that. It's very wasteful in my opinion. So I was a little hesitant with that, like I mentioned. I wanted to follow the directions because I wanted to make sure I was using it correctly, because I know that that is a problem that people have, like not feeling like your hair is clean because you're not using enough product, which I will give him. You do have to use enough of this in order to get the desired results. You don't want to skimp on this completely, but I don't think that 40 pumps is necessary. So what I would recommend for using a cleansing conditioner, trying to figure out how much product you actually want to use, is to just do it slowly. Work in sections. Make sure that all of your hair is saturated in the product. That may take you 5 pumps, depending on your hair length or hair type. It may take you 10, 20, maybe it might take you 40. I don't know. I personally can't see that happening unless you have super duper long hair. I don't see why you would need 40 pumps. I'm sorry, Chaz like, I like your product and all, but I think that's overkill, especially because it is so expensive. If it was cheaper, then I'd be like, yeah, sure, lather on 40 pumps. I don't think that you can use too much of this. It won't hurt you using too much of it. It'll hurt your wallet, but it's not necessary. So like I said, work in sections until you feel like all of your hair is saturated. Don't forget the middle section, the back section in here. Make sure there's product in there. You don't want to like rinse your hair, dry it, and then it feels like a greasy mess because you never actually got to it. Everybody's hair is going to be different, so just kind of play around with it. Start with a few pumps, work your way up until you feel like it's completely saturated. I do recommend using a wide tooth comb. I do like to run that through my hair after I've applied this just to make sure it's evenly distributed. So after I comb it out, I will take my hair and I'll clip it up in a little one of those like claw clips, and I'll do the rest of like my shower routine, and then I'll rinse it out completely. I'll use that same wide tooth comb just to help me kind of comb through my hair, make sure all the product is gone. One of my biggest like recommendations would be to make sure that you rinse this out completely. I think that if you have any of this left over in your hair, it's going to feel greasy, it's going to feel heavy and kind of grimy, like you didn't really wash your hair. So I highly recommend you just rinse this out as well as you possibly can. He does say that you can use this as a leave-in treatment. I personally, I didn't like it for my hair type. I think that that would be great if you have like really dry, maybe like really textured hair. It might help you, but for me, I just felt like it was just too much in my hair. I personally didn't like using it as a leave-in treatment. The scents of these are a little bit different. They all have that like menthol-y scent, except for like, I think they have like a mango one that they come out with in the summer that doesn't have that like menthol scent to it, but it does smell very like eucalyptus-y. So you probably want to know how I like the product overall, would I recommend it, and how it's affected my hair. And I will say that using a cleansing conditioner has been great. I really like it. It does take some time to get used to. So if you use it for the first time and you're like, I absolutely hate this, like this is gross, I'm never gonna do this again, like give it some time. Try it out again. I think it took me about like a week at least, if not like 2 weeks, to really get the hang of using it, and also kind of figuring out how much product to use, like kind of my routine. You do have to play with it. It is different. It's not like a regular shampoo and conditioner. So there is a little bit of like a learning curve with this, just, you know, figuring out what works best for you. So I have been enjoying it, but do I think that everyone needs to use it? Not at all. I think anyone can use it if you want to. Chazine probably going to argue with me. He's going to say everybody should be using this. But the truth is, if you have hair care products that you enjoy, your hair is like normal, or maybe it's really oily, you don't color treat it or anything like that, you honestly probably don't need this. So after I started using one, I got a little bit curious to see how some of the dupes out there worked in comparison. I actually picked up 2 of them at Sally's Beauty Supply. This is from Hair One, and I believe you can only get this at Sally's, I'm not really sure, but this is probably the most well-known alternative to using one. This is a 12-ounce bottle, and this retails for about $10 at Sally's. This one is also from Sally's. This is from a brand called As I Am, and this one I think you can buy at other places, but this is the Coconut Co-Wash cleansing conditioner, and this is 16 ounces, right under $8 at Sally's. I got this on sale for $5.99, so I was very happy with this. 16 ounces, this is the same size as this bottle of Wen, and honestly, it is the cheapest one that I've tried, but it's also my favorite. The scent of this is also more pleasant. It doesn't have that kind of menthol scent to it. This one is a coconut conditioner, so it does have a little bit of like that tropical scent to it. It's a lot sweeter as well. It looks like this. I have like just a little bit of it left. I want to save a little bit so I could show you what it looked like, and all of them pretty much look the same. They look like a creamy conditioner. But yeah, this one actually smells really good, and to be honest, I would recommend this over any of those. I like the texture of this better. I find that it's a lot easier to apply. It's a little bit thinner, so it's a lot easier to kind of distribute through my hair. It also rinses out a lot easier too. So overall, I just think this is a lot better for the price, and it works really well. So if you've been curious about the Wen, you want to know what all the hype is about, you want to see if a cleansing conditioner is going to work out for your hair, I would definitely recommend this one. You're not going to be wasting a whole lot of money if you find that you absolutely hate washing your hair with conditioner. And also, if you do fall in love with it, it's a lot easier to purchase this every month at like $8 at full price than it is to go out and buy the Wen for $30. I mean, if you have the money and you want to spend the money on the Wen, by all means, you go for it. So just to give you guys a review on this product in particular, in case you're interested, this one that I have is in the sweet almond oil one. And it does have kind of that like sweet kind of cherry almond type scent. This one I think works well. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of differences between them. However, this probably is my least favorite just because of the texture and the consistency of it. It's a little bit thicker than the Wen. It's also a little bit more waxy feeling. So it's a little harder for me to kind of massage this into my hair. I feel like I have to use a little bit more of this. I have to use a little bit more water to kind of just get it going. And then it takes a little bit longer to rinse out because it is a little bit more waxy in consistency. But if you don't have access to the Wen and you want to try this out, it's still not a bad product. I would use this still, and I used up the whole bottle completely, like I said, and I thought it was completely fine. It's just not my favorite. I hope you found this review helpful. I hope I answered some of your questions. If you guys have any other questions, definitely post them down below and I'll try my very best to answer them. And let me know down below as well if you've tried any of these products or if you've tried any other cleansing conditioners. If you've used regular conditioner, wash your hair, I think your feedback would be very helpful for anybody else watching this who's curious about it. Everybody's hair type is different. Products work differently for different people, so it's just nice to get other people's perspective on the same product. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!